Hello. Hello. Hello, Karen. Oops. Hello, Karen. Just getting myself organised here. Are you still with me? Hi, Steph. Hi there. Sorry, I did kind of set it up and then didn't quite get in here, so I don't know. Hi, Anne Marie. So it's Janice Thompson. In case you're not watching live, it's Janice Thompson from jazzledazzlecraft.co.uk. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator and I work in central Scotland. I've come on today to start making up all the cards from all these full sheet stamping I did. On Friday it was. This is Tuesday, and this is me just getting back to my craft desk to do something about it. Just been a wee bit busy with administration things. On Saturday, hay fever took the feet from under me. I don't know what had hit me, but I've worked out it was allergies and hay fever. So I've got enough antihistamine in me now to try and function. Hi, Crystal. Just say hello to everybody. Hi, Karen. Hi, Steph. Hi, Anne Marie. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Christine. Hi, Tammy. Just an early evening one. I know some of our pals will be on later on, so I just thought I'd come in, and I'm going to go and have a chat with my team as well. Hi, Esther. I know this is your busy night, Esther, but I thought I'd just jump in beforehand, because sometimes by the time I've watched you with your Facebook and then your YouTube, I'm exhausted, so I never get back on a Tuesday. So I'm jumping in. What I'm going to do is I won't be able to do everything at once, so I'll just give you another little review of some of these one sheet wonder things that I did, full sheet stamping. This one is one I'm going to work on tonight, I think, because I think it'll be a good one to put out. I wanted to put a thank you out to the carers in the nursing home where my stepfather is at the moment. So there's various different qualities here. This was one that that was the very first one I did on Friday when I was just playing with a slice of happiness. Then I went on and did this one. Now it's really bright, but I think once it's chopped down, it'll be fine. This is another one I did on Friday. Again, chopped into small pieces, it'll be perfect. This one I think I'm going to make into bookmarks, and I think I might make that for some of the residents in the nursing home that my stepfather's in. I think, you know, if any of them read that might be, but maybe just a wee tag might cheer them up. It's nice cheerful colours. Oh, hi Dandy, and you come, pull up a chair. Oh, you've got rain. We've had sun today. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, but there's a chill in the wind. It's not one for sitting about in. You need to be keeping busy. I have been out in and out a few times. So I'm kind of thinking that one will team up with, I think it's got Melon Mambo and Pacific Point, so I might do bookmarks or tags with that. Then of course I've got all these kind of alcoholic-y ones, so I'm going to have to send some out to my friends. There's that one. That I did with you guys. This one I did with you guys on Friday. I've just got some different cards. And then I had a team crafting, and we also did full sheet stamping. So I did that on Zoom with my team on Friday night. So I did a lot of stuff. Oh, hi Ruth, and you come. And you come. So these are the ones I did, but today, what kind of just to give you an idea, to use these for batch card making. So I'm just going to show you with one just now, a very quick and easy way. And out of this sheet, I intend to get 15 cards. So although I use Gorgeous Grape here, my Gorgeous Grape stamp is needing re-inked, so it looks more like Highland Heather, so I'm going to work with Highland Heather. Oh, thunder and lightning. Okay, Randy, stay safe. Actually, I like thunder and lightning. I find it all a bit exciting. So when I'm going to do a batch of cards, I kind of think about what I'm going to be using them for. And as I say, these ones are for the carers in the nursing home that my stepfather's in, and maybe for the local nursing home to myself. We'll see how we go. Now I reckon I can make 15 cards using this nice sheet. So for ease, so that they're easy to write in or stamp in or whatever I do, I'm using Whisper White base cards, which I have taken full sheets, scored in half and then cut in half, and I just keep a pile of them to hand, and then I just need colours for contrast. So what I'm going to do is chop this down into 15 pieces. Oh, Randy, stay safe, my love. I actually like get a lot of energy from a storm, but I do appreciate they can be quite dangerous too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in 4 strips, and then I'm going to cut those 4 strips into 3. So I don't know where I got 15 from. I've got 12. Because 4 threes are 12. Maybe I was thinking of doing them into 5. But what I'm doing is, in the UK, our A4 is 21 centimetres across. Actually, no, I was going to do more than that, wasn't I? So I'm actually going to cut these into 3.5 strips. So actually that's 6. A 6 by 3 is 18. So, do you know, just ignore my maths because they're terrible today. So I'm going to cut 6 strips at 3.5. You could of course do 7, which would be quite a big panel on your card. But let's go and see if what it happens with 6 strips. So 3.5. I'm not going to make all the cards up, but I'm just showing you where I'm going with this. So what's everybody else, apart from dodging rain, what's everybody else been doing then? Three. 3.5. You can vary it though. You can chop your sheet up to do lots of things. I just look at each sheet and decide what I'm going to do with it. So I may come on tomorrow and show you another sheet a different way. We'll see. Or I might record some of them. So if you cut that at 3.5 centimetres, obviously in the US you would have to divide your by 6 to do the same sort of thing, because this is in the landscape direction. So there, I've got 6 strips going that way. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 because this trimmer can cope very well with it. I'm not going to attempt to cut 6 because I'll just get in a mess. And if I cut these, I'll show you on my measure here if you can see it. Can you see? No, you can't see down there, but if I put that along there, it measures just short of 30 centimetres. It's about 29.8. So I reckon if I cut this in 3 at approximately just over 9.9, it'll be close enough. Oh gosh. Oh, I've got some baking powder you could have had, Jenny. Belgian cheesecake, chocolate cheesecake, Jenny, that sounds awesome. Oh, planting some sweet peas. I ordered some nasturtium seeds, but they haven't appeared yet. And you've had snow, Christine. Lucky you, Karen. Up here in Scotland, we're not getting the same temperatures. Oh, Ruth's Phantom. of the opera. They were fabulous, weren't they? So I'm going just slightly over the 9.9. Make sure your card is all lined up, although you know at the end it's not that bad. Short, just short of 10 really. Okay. And this one again, just short of the 10, and it'll be about right. As they say, close enough. So there you go. I've got 18 pieces of card to be on my cards. And then I'll take a card blank. And that can either go that way or that way. Like that. Quite like, you could do that straight onto it just like that, but what I was proposing was to cut some pieces from some contrasting card, so I will get a piece of grey maybe as well. So I'll just do one to just show you. Yeah, we're all kind of in lockdown here as well. Right, so you're in Southern California, right, okay. So we'll just take one of these ones that's got the flower on. Obviously I can chop them all up later. And I'll chop this. So if I have made that 3.5 centimetres by just short of 10, I just want one that's just short of 10.5. Cut them there. Obviously I won't get so many out of this, but I'll use up a lot of other things. And then 3.5 plus 5 would be 4. So just to show you here, whoops, I'll cut a whole sheet of them out. And then we'll layer this up onto that. I'm going to open a new glue because I can't be bothered fighting with the one that's got a little bit tiny left in it. Whoops. That came out just a bit fast. So a little bit of glue on the back. And I would just sit, maybe while watching TV or something, and just cut all the bits out. And I would have everything cut, and then I would sit and assemble them all up. So I'm just going to pop this. Well, actually, no, what I was going to do was get the stamp and show you. I've got this stamp from this set. Now, who's got Label Me Pretty? So we've got this. What's it called? What does it say? Thank you for caring. So how perfect for carers is that? And there's also, I don't know if that one would work or not. I don't think so. We'll see. This one. So again, we can take a scrap of this and take the... Hi Cheryl, in you come. Yeah, I do. Once I'm using it, I have a jar somewhere, but it's escaped me at the moment. My desk's a mess of. I put it usually in a jar like that. Where's my Highland Heather ink? Come here, or will we use the grey? I don't know. Actually, we'll go with the basic grey. I try to be organised, but it doesn't happen with me. Just using what I've got here. Let's just do it with the grey. You can of course stamp and then punch, which is probably a lot easier. But if I was doing a batch, I would have them all laid out on the table and I would just quickly stamp, but that didn't happen very well, so let's just do it again. I think when I'm doing it myself, I can get my head over the top and get it lined up. But let's just put this. I'm sorry if you're getting background noise, but one of my neighbours, who's usually very quiet, has decided that everybody in the street should like music with a loud bass. I'm not too enamoured with it, but I'm leaving it, I'm letting it go. And then everybody's struggling just now, so if that's his way of coping. Right, and then I'm going to use white and another block. This stamp set's so old it's not even cling. What I would do is I would punch out a whole lot of circles and then stamp that onto there. Using my 1.5 inch circle here. I think that's going to fit okay. I've not done this for so long with this particular. Yeah, that'll be fine like that. So again, my glue. So I would end up, I would have a whole lot of these all made up. If you're just careful putting that on, there's a very, when you use the 1.5 inch circle punch for this bit, there's a very, very slight border. Whoops, if you don't. Because I want to put these through the post and I want to obviously put the minimum post on, I'm just going to glue everything flat. Obviously if you were doing a one-off and paying a wee bit extra wouldn't matter, that's okay. So I'm just going to pop that slightly to the side here. I'm just using my eyesight. Not even thought it through, but I want that to overlap slightly there. So I think I will actually put one thing of dimensionals won't, not in the UK, it won't tip the cost of the post. Where do you think my dimensionals are? I had them out for something I've just recorded. Everything's hiding from me today, so we'll just use these wee mini ones, they're just as good. Because I want to overlap that, I'll put this one in the middle and just take the tops off. Doesn't want to come at all, does it? I don't usually have this problem. This is, do you know, something's been in this box. I'm going to take that one off because that's nonsense. That's it. That doesn't happen except when you're on a film. Oops. There you go. So I'll sit and batch make them. So what I'll do is I'll make sure I've got all the cards cut, all the backing, and then all these, and then I'll just sit while watching TV or something. Maybe join my husband in his Week in the Dead marathon or Killing Eve or whatever he's still catching up on, and I'll join him and I'll sit and make these up so that they're ready to go out. So from that one sheet I've got 18, hi Karen, I've got 18 to make up for there, so all I've got to do now is just chop them up. So wonder, do you want me to have a look at another one while we're here? I don't know how long I've been on for. I can't even see. I don't know. I'll look at the clock when I start. Just 20 minutes. Well, have a look at another one and see what we think. This one was the one I wasn't sure about, but then it's much the same colours and things. But this one, I wouldn't chop that up into little bits, because this one would be for my friends, obviously. I wouldn't be sending that into the care home, although do you know what, they are deserving of a break if that's their choice. But wouldn't want to I would only send something like this to people I know, because I wouldn't want a chance tormenting somebody who's not meant to have a drink or who hates drink. I mean, it could be a mocktail, doesn't have to be alcoholic. So I'm looking at that, and I have, because I've done it down that way, but because the glasses are in a different direction, I would want to separate them there. So let's split this down the middle first and then see what happens. So obviously these ones are a bit bigger, so let me measure to see what I can get that to. So I could make this first one a normal size panel card at 14, and then if I trim that down to 9.7, because I sometimes work in 5mm increments and sometimes in 4, and a flat card I would normally go for 4. So again, I choose one of the colours that's in here. What have I got lying about? I've got Mossy Meadow lying about here. Again, do not on a white card because it saves a lot of time, quite base. So I will cut this to 10.1. by 14.4. And that layers up there, look, like that, quite nicely. So we'd layer that up. And I find for sentiments, if you want to do batches, choose sentiments that fit easily onto a punched shape, because it's much quicker to make a quantity of punch shapes and backing than trying to die cut a whole lot, or even just cutting them out with your trimmer. So I think from this sheet we'll get 6 cards. Whoops. There's that one. And you could do, which I had a sentiment out a little while ago. What did I do with it? I had. is. What am I like? I love our beautiful friendship. And that might fit on, where's my circle stamps that I like? One, if that'll fit on the, that would fit in the 2-inch circle. So again, taking your white, got a scrap of white here, and I'm just, because I chose Mossy Meadow there, I'm going to choose Mossy Meadow ink. Quite like the colour coordination. That's my best bit of Stampin' Up. Hope I've done that high enough for this. I love our beautiful friendship. Oh well. And that's the 2-inch circle, and then if you use the Starburst, they layer up brilliantly. So just do a Mossy Meadow there, and layer that up. You put a wee gem or something like that on there, and we can use some dimensionals again. Of course, still missing in action. I'm going to use the black ones because the wee ones are just so fiddly. And then I'm just going to pop this one about there. So I've got that one. I've lost the one I made up before. Oh my goodness, this is a nightmare. Janice, I think I need to stop. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. So there's one that's going to get made up for the carers. I'm going to get 18 out of that sheet. This one for my pals and some fellow demonstrators. I'll get 6 from that sheet. So that's probably enough for you to put up with just now. What I may do is just make up the rest, maybe film them and record them and put them up, and when I come back on later in the week to do a live, it will be with something completely different once I've made all these up. Is that okay? Is there anything that anyone else particularly wanted to see? Are you all still with me? You got bored? Once you cut them up, it's amazing, and I can, even the ones that I'm not particularly fond of, and I think even this one, once it's chopped up, there's be bits that I'll use for this sort of thing. You know, once that's chopped up, it's fine. You add a bit of sentiment and a bit of backing. I actually think that one might look nice embossed as well. But we'll see. I'll play with them. I will certainly share in Jazzle Dazzle Crafts. Hi Julian, you come. Yeah, I will put it in the Jazzle Dazzle Friends craft group on Facebook. So if you're not in that, the link is in the description box below. If you look below the video and hit the show more button, well, I don't know if it says show, but there's a wee downward arrow. If you hit that, you will get that. Sorry, Christine. Yeah, and see the ones that you don't like, once you chop them up, they're absolutely fine. So don't throw anything about, away. What you don't like, someone else will. And sometimes once you've chopped them up and layered them on, you actually start to think, actually, that's quite nice. And you can add a wee bit of extra stamping. See here, the music note's not so, the stamping's not so good. I might add that back in. I might not. I'm kind of aware of a blankness here, but I can put a few. Let's just see. Let's just add in a couple of gems or something. Just, do you know, even one of these gorgeous new gilded ones. Oh, can't find anything just now. Nothing's. Do you know what about just? I don't know. Oh, where's my tweezers? Everything's hiding from me today. That's not them. Oof. Here we are. And just give a little one on each side. This gives it a bit of luxury. There you go. Perfectly ready. My friends will love that. Anyway, thanks for putting up with me. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when I'm coming on next. Thanks for your patience and thanks for sticking with me. See you next time. Bye.